Hello everybody, welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Sunday, December 8th, 2024, and we are back with our NBA, NHL, and college basketball best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these best bet videos every single day. We also have a standalone NFL video out right now, so definitely check that out if you haven't already, after you're done with this one, obviously. We're going after our first 15,000 subs, so I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So let's jump into the recap of yesterday. We've been hot. Full stop. We have been hot as shit over the last, God, I don't know how long, last week, 2 weeks. We've just been hot. That came to an end yesterday, and we got fucking hosed. And that is literally just what the gambling gods do sometimes. It's just what it is. This is sometimes days you're gonna have days like yesterday. Gonzaga minus 5.5 was one of our biggest basketball bets yesterday. They're up by 16 at halftime, ended up losing outright. Absolutely unbelievable. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're at home, just absolutely horrible. Kentucky looked great in the second half, but Jesus Christ, Gonzaga should be ashamed. Pelicans plus 8.5, lost by half a point. Disgusting. K-State plus 10.5. Up by 5 at halftime. We have plus 10.5 and lose the game by 20. And by the way, for the record, I know Kansas State basketball is a very niche subject, but the coach for Kansas State, forgetting his name off the top of my head right now, should be fired. Like, straight up, he is such, Jerome Boateng, excuse me, he is so bad. And the fact, also the other thing, again, this is totally niche, I understand. Coleman Hawkins is a total moron. He's the 7-footer on Kansas State. This dude refuses to play post ball. He literally just shoots threes and misses every single time. And once out of every like 4 games, he has a good game. It's just like when he was in Illinois. Absolutely terrible. Kansas State should be ashamed. Under 6.5, DC and Montreal got the dub. Then we had some ads. And guys, like I said, the NBA ads that we do are great. We post them in the pinned comment below every single day because we do leans on the video here. Pistons plus 8.5 win. Grizzlies plus 7.5. That was a win. Nuggets team total over 123.5. Wish I did the regular over, but it is what it is. Marquette minus 6.5 win. And then Syracuse plus 4.5. Terrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't know how you don't score one basket in the last 40 seconds. All we have to do is get one fucking free throw. We get that thing over. And all Syracuse missed approximately, 10,000 free throws yesterday. Michigan minus 8.5 is up by 15, I think up by 12 or 13. In the second half, only a win by 2. Disgusting. And with the over 5.5 Utah and Buffalo, that was a win. So 2-0 NHL sweep, though. Love to see it. Overall, for the records, though, you can see us in the pin column below. We're having a good years and everything, even though a frustrating day yesterday. And we have a full packed show for you guys here today. We have NBA leans. I'm going through just about every single game. College basketball play. 2 NHL plays, but we also have 6 members only best bets today. It is all zdmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the pinned comment below. Definitely go check that out. But let's jump into the plays that we have today. So I'm going to start off first with the NBA leans. I'm going to go through every single game, and I'll be adding these plays, the ones we're officially going with throughout the day. So first game we're going to start with the Sixers and Bulls. I would, in this game, it's -1 is the spread. I think the Sixers are favored. The over-under is plus 234. I'm going with the over 234 in this game. There's no defense being played by Chicago at all. This will help the offensively challenged Sixers, and Joel Embiid might be playing today. Then again, seeing Joel Embiid play is like seeing a full moon. It's like once a month you see him, maybe twice a month, if it's a good day. But I think the over is the play here. The Bulls will be able to help the Sixers' terrible scoring, and the Bulls are going to shoot 1,000,000 threes. They also shoot them at a high percentage. And if Joel Embiid does play, Vucevic will just pull him out to the perimeter. He'll shoot a 3 over him. He'll make it. Kobe White, Zach LaVine are great offensively anyway, not defensively. And they play at a really, really fast pace. So I love the over 234.5. It's probably going to be a play that I add in a little bit later on the official plays once I get more injury reports, that sort of thing. Next, let's go Bucks and Nets. The Bucks and Nets, it's plus 6.5 for the Nets. That's what we got to roll with here. This is a Bucks letdown spot after a battle against the Celtics. Very similar to what the Grizzlies did to the Celtics yesterday. Very, very similar to that. Because the Grizzlies, they were playing the Celtics right after a battle, and the Grizzlies just outlasted them. I think the same thing's going to happen with the Bucks here, except a little bit of different outcomes. So the Nets, I think, are going to cover the 6.5 because they're at home, and the Bucks going there. But this feels like a game the Bucks win by like 1 or 2 or 3 points, but the Nets cover. The Nets have a great defensive perimeter team. Like, they can defend the perimeter like motherfuckers. On top of that, the Bucks are up and down offensively, And defensively, you know, they're fine. Like they're fine. But I don't trust Doc. And again, this just feels like a letdown spot, a sleepy Sunday where NFL's on, where they're not going to care as much as in December. And the Bucks, I think, are already in the in-season tournament. They may be looking ahead of that. So give me the Bucks. The Nets plus 6.5. That's my lean in that game. Next, Hawks and Nuggets. I would look at Hawks minus 2.5 here. That's what I'd be looking at here. The Sharps are on the Hawks, and they are getting healthier. And the minus 2.5 feels way better than like minus 5.5. They were 5.5 point favorites against the Lakers. The Lakers ended up losing the game, but covering the game. I told y'all on the video on Friday, I was like, listen, like the sharp money's on the Hawks, but do you really trust the Hawks to cover 5.5 points ever? The answer is almost always no. And by the way, that LeBron 3 at the end, oh my God, that was fucking terrible. That was brick city. I don't even hit the rim; it just hit backboard. That's something that my sister, when she was in 3rd grade, was shooting when she was playing. She's a lot better now, by the way. Gonna be playing college ball next year. Love to see it. But even so, I think the 2.5 is plenty against the Nuggets. The Nuggets come off a back-to-back where they lost. I think the Nuggets are looking for this little mid-season break to kind of just honestly regroup because they've got new players and they've let good players walk. I think the Hawks get this game. Trae Young looks great, and the Hawks are getting healthier and they're at home. So that's why I would go with the Hawks in that game. Next, we're going with the Pelicans and Spurs. This game is disgusting, but I'm going to go with the. If you want to bet this game, if you had to bet it, I go the under 226.5. In Pelicans and Spurs. The Sharps are on the under. I don't love this game at all. You could also look as well at the DeJounte Murray props as well, because what DeJounte Murray's really good with is mid-range. And if he can penetrate past, subpar Spurs perimeter defenders and shoot it like 17 feet, it'll eliminate what Wemby can do. So I would look at whatever the DeJounte Murray props are, specifically points and points plus assists, because he's a very, very valuable player on this team. I think DeJounte Murray, outside of Zion when he's healthy, but he's never healthy. It's like him and Embiid. I think that DeJounte Murray is the best player on the Pelicans, and he would be a good look as far as props go. So check that one out. Under 226.5 Pelicans Spurs. Next game, roll with Warriors and T-Wolves. I'm betting that game is a members only best bet. I love this game like crazy, and that's going to be one of our members' only best bets at 1-6. Next, Kings and Jazz. We're going Kings minus 11.5. That's going to be my lean in here. The sharp money's on the Kings. The Jazz are a total and utter tire fire. They are shitty, and I mean shitty. And for me, the Kings with De'Aaron Fox playing, with DeMar DeRozan being healthy, with Domantas Sabonis. I think Sabonis is playing. I thought I saw he might be out today, but you may want to check that out. But I think he's playing today. With this team, this Kings team, I think is actually very, very good and very underrated. And when you're looking at this, you got to be able to put a good competitive team on the floor. And outside of Lauri Markkanen and Colin Sexton, the Jazz don't have good players. I know you're gonna say Jordan Clarkson and Walker Bitton. No. Lauri Markkanen and Colin Sexton are the only 2 NBA players on that team. Maybe you could say Keontae George because he's so young that you give him a couple of years to kind of get going, then maybe. But I mean, dude, I just, you can't be betting the Jazz here. I mean, you just can't bet them. I mean, you could, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. The Kings are going to win this game, and they're going to win this game by 15 to 20 points. Next, we're going Clippers and Rockets. The line's plus 3.5 for the Clippers, and that's what we're rolling with. I love the Rockets. We've been betting them a lot this year, and that's why we're over 60% in the NBA. They've been covering spreads like crazy. However, when it comes to this Clippers team, the Sharps are on it today, and I don't really know why. That's where I lean. I don't think I'm going to bet this game. I highly doubt I'm going to bet this game. But if I had to, I'd go Clippers. They've got James Harden is a good first, if he's the best player in your team for the regular season, it's a good recipe for success. If he's your best player in the playoffs, it's a recipe for crashing and burning, but we're not in the playoffs yet, so I like that. Rockets have been hot, and the Rockets, I think, have clinched the in-season tournament. This could be a look-ahead game for them. So if you're going to bet this game, I'd probably roll with the Clippers here. Sharp money's on it too. And then, because the sharp money here it's pretty heavy as well, on the pretty heavy on the Clippers too. Yeah, 43% of the bets, 91% of the money, which is crazy. So if you had to bet, I'm probably gonna stay away from that game. But if you had to bet it, I bet Clippers. Then we have Portland and Los Angeles. I mean, God, if you're betting this game, you gotta be a sicko. For the Trailblazers and the Lakers, with how these teams are playing, I wouldn't watch this game if my life depended on it. It is terrible. But if you're gonna bet it, I bet the under 224.5. Sharp money's on the under. Right this second, let's look real quick. On the under, yeah, 28% of the bets, 45% of the money is on the under. It's actually a pretty good bet. I might just bet it and not watch it, being honest. But I wouldn't. This game's going to suck. I'd probably go under here. Also, it's kind of funny that DeAndre Ayton is just like the exact guy everyone thought he was initially out of college, which was really talented, but has a horrible, terrible attitude. That's what he's showing at Portland. But if you had to bet this game, I'd go the under 224.5, Portland and Los Angeles. Next, we're going to go to the plays that we actually have money on right this second. First off, Texas Tech -2.5 versus A&M. This is a system play, complete system play. It's an unranked team at home that's favored versus a ranked team. You got to go with the unranked team here in college sports. I'm going to go with the Texas Tech. This Tech's environment's really tough to win into, and A&M has not been as sharp as I thought they'd be this year. And then we're going with the over 5.5 Calgary and Dallas in the NHL. This number is just too low. The sharp money's on the over today. Calgary has a lot of young guys that can score. You don't really know where their top players are coming from because they're all about the same skill level, so their lines aren't super different, while Dallas has a really strong offense. And I'll go with the over 6.5 Colorado, New Jersey. The sharp money is heavy on this. New Jersey has been way more of an over team than they had the last 3 years. And Colorado has great offensive talent, so I go with the over 6.5 in Colorado and New Jersey. Now, like I said, guys, you have 6 members only best bets. Saying it is all ddmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the comments below. And I will be adding our more plays we're actually putting our money on. I'll be putting that in the pinned comment below. So definitely make sure you go check those out. But guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.